Hello Egsticks, and welcome to another presentation, this time on why size and really all melee weapons for that matter should use dexterity over strength. So let's first start off with a couple of definitions, right? Starting with what dexterity and strength mean in the D&D setting. Dexterity is used to define a character's finesse and agility, right? It's keyed to abilities like sleight of hand, stealth, basically how accurate they are, how nimble, how like their hand-eye coordination kind of stuff, right? And then there's their strength, which is used to determine a character's raw muscular power, how much they can lift, how much force they can put behind something. It's keyed to abilities like athletics, exclusively athletics actually. Now, what does strength and dexterity mean outside the D&D setting? Dexterity usually defines a person's, again, finesse and agility. It's applied to skills like edge alignment, accuracy, aim, consistency in those regards, right? And then there's again strength, a person's raw, muscular power. How hard you can punch something, how heavy is something you can take off the ground. Now, we're going to get one more definition. Weapons. What are weapons designed to do? Weapons are force amplifiers that have been optimized to hurt and kill someone or something as efficiently as possible with the least amount of effort, whilst ideally you remain unkilled. Such means that melee weapons often include both these following features: a lever and a blade. 99 times out of 100, they're going to have both. Everything else, pretty much just one. Really can't get away without a lever. Which, starting off, a lever is a simple machine consisting of a beam or rigid rod pivoted at a fixed hinge or fulcrum. Is the Wikipedia definition. Levers allow for a proportional trade of force between 2 points. By using a large portion of the beam, or in this case, handle, you gain mechanical advantage over a smaller piece of the handle, and vice versa. You're able to make something go quick with not a lot of force, or something with a lot of force go kind of slowly. So this allows you to gain a lot of simulated strength despite maybe being technically weak. For this exact reason, it's much easier to wield weapons with two hands, right? Because you have one hand that is just your fulcrum, and one hand that is just your one end of that lever. Whereas with one hand, it's acting as both. Next up, blades. Blade, according to Wikipedia, is the sharp cutting portion of a tool, weapon, or machine specifically designed to puncture, chop, slice, or scrape surfaces or materials. Blades function by applying a rather small amount of force to a very small surface area. In doing so, they become much more effective at dealing damage to what they're hitting. It's for this reason that it's easiest to stab a target than slash a target. And then lastly, it's hardest, relatively speaking, to chop a target. Basically, the less surface area you're dealing with at once, the easier it is to break through. Now, let's look at the components of a scythe. One is your really long handle, which is good. You want that. Gives you really good mechanical advantage. It means effectively, if you can pick it up, you can swing it. It's just a stick with something pointy on the end. And number two, it has a blade that does not face the target, which is not good. There's problems. It's for cutting grain, not stabbing people, making it very, very difficult to hit something, except if you have really, really good accuracy, hence dexterity. Plasma, throw something like really cool up for this, or something like confetti, lots of confetti. Now, this isn't to say that strength is to be entirely negligent, right? It's still an important stat, right? So to mitigate its meaninglessness, similar to how, for example, heavy armor has a strength requirement representing the effort to carry it, perhaps weapons considered quote-unquote heavy could also have strength requirements. Lacking such a requirement could potentially cause disadvantage on attacks, or potentially force a flat reduction applied to like your hit modifier, representing your lack of edge alignment. Or perhaps it could have a certain amount of uses per encounter or rest, representing how much quicker it tires you out. Again, if you're lacking that strength requirement. Quick TLDR, you didn't listen, it's fine. All the important stuff is at the end anyways. Give a thought on the scythe if she really wants to use it. Let her swing the thing. Her stats suck. Yay. 3. Yeah.